Welcome to lesson number 12. In this lesson, we are going to address the problem that is most commonly faced by English learners all across the globe, especially in the countries that associate English with status. I'm going to be talking about this feeling, or rather, feelings of fear, hesitation, shame, nervousness, avoidance. Avoidance to speak in English because you're feeling so many things whenever you're about to open your mouth and speak English. And what happens is that it puts a lot of pressure on you. You're a learner and you have to practice, but then these feelings put a stop on you. You're like, if I try, I have to go through so much, so many feelings, a cocktail of emotions that is so uncomfortable. I don't want to go through these. I don't want to fumble. I don't want to make mistakes. I don't want people laughing at me, mocking me. And there's so much, sometimes there's a lot of inferiority complex. Maybe your friend, or maybe your boss, maybe a subordinate, somebody who's standing next to you, somebody in your family, in your peer circle, speaks so much better than you. And you're like always comparing yourself with them. And it's like fighting too much at a time. It used to happen to me, but very long ago. I have gotten better, I've polished my skill, but yes, initially when I was starting off, it used to happen to me. And I feel that it takes, trust me, it only takes 10 seconds of courage. Whenever these feelings are happening to you, gather yourself together, okay? Get yourself together and show courage in those 5-10 seconds when these feelings are happening to you, when they are occurring inside of you. Stop them right there, or rather, okay, don't stop them. Just speak anyway. Let those feelings be in the background. Just speak anyway. Overcome it right there, because if you think too much, if you let it get over you, you will never be able to get out of it. You will always keep facing the same feelings. The feelings are not going to change over time. They are going to remain the same because you haven't faced them. And unless you face a fear, you can never get rid of that fear. It's never automatic. So I have a solution for you. How about we develop a growth mindset? What do I mean by growth mindset? By growth mindset, I mean that you start looking at those problems as opportunities. Now, I know it may sound a little cliche, but it's true. So, you approach these problems with a growth mindset. You look at them and observe them as opportunities, that this is an opportunity for me to improve. If I face this right now, I will be so much more than I am right now. I'm gonna be so much better. Okay? And this is how I need you to attack these problems, with a growth mindset. Okay? And this is the only way you're going to be better tomorrow than how you are today. And even better day after tomorrow. Okay? So this is your growth mindset. Start working on it. Start developing it right now. We have to observe and we have to overcome the avoidance to speak. You want to avoid, you know that. You're aware of this feeling that you want to avoid because it makes you uncomfortable. Anybody will avoid something that makes them feel uncomfortable. You're aware of this. So instead of flying, instead of running away from that horrible event, let's not run away. Okay? Let's fight it. Let's develop a growth mindset. Let's observe it and tackle it, handle it. It's as simple as that. Now let's observe another aspect of speaking, and that is public speaking. Now this may be a nightmare for many people. Public speaking, speaking on a platform where hundreds or maybe tens of people, not hundreds, are listening to you. Trust me, it can be a nightmare. The level of nervousness and anxiety is, it's another level altogether. It's so difficult. And most people never actually do it because of that. Because they're so scared, they would never propose their name. They would never actually face the crowd. And if you actually face that fear and you go ahead and you anyway give your name, propose your name, and if you anyway do it, you will realize that you were making a bigger deal out of it than it actually was, than it really was. And because most people never really face it, public speaking has remained to be a nightmare for most people, because people just talk about it and perceive it as a very difficult thing to do, because most people succumb to that pressure, most people just succumb to that fear. If most people start doing it, they will realize it's not a big deal. But since you've never tried, you're not aware. You are scared of the unknown. Since you've not done it, it is unknown to you. And since it is unknown, you're scared of it because you haven't faced it. So next time, if you want to actually get out of this fear of public speaking, you will actually have to face it a few times. It will not get best in the first attempt. No. The first attempt is going to definitely push up your confidence a lot. But then it is going to take a few more times for you to really understand that it is not a big deal, and to actually let the fear die down, go away from you forever. Like for now, if I have to say, I don't think I'm scared of public speaking anymore. Though I may be wrong, because there is actually not a concrete opportunity right there, somebody waiting with a mic in their hand for me to come and take the mic and start speaking. But I believe I will be nervous, because there's certain anxiety and nervousness always there when you have to present yourself and you want to do well. And some nervousness is actually good for you. In my case, I believe a little bit of nervousness has always helped me to perform better. I remember I was shivering with fear when I had to write my class 12th math board exam. I was shivering like this. I was not in control, because there was too much pressure. My teachers were expecting so much from me. There was just too much pressure from my teachers. And I got 100 out of 100 in that paper, in that exam. So I'm just telling you that sometimes we over-analyze, we get overcritical. Things are not that bad. We just make the worst out of everything in our heads. Yes. So anyway, this is all in the video. I'll see you in lesson number 13. No homework for you today. I'll see you in lesson number 13. Bye-bye.